Welcome to the Diabetes Clinic. My name is Dr Matt Shelton. I am a medical practitioner for 28 years now. Gosh, where does the time go? For most of that time I've been in general practice and I currently work in a family medical clinic outside of Wellington here in New Zealand. But I've also been heavily involved for the last 10 years in teaching other medical doctors and health practitioners clinical nutrition and environmental medicine. Diabetes is a very recent, certainly become an epidemic. We hear words like epidemic and pandemic. And given that really around about 60% of the Western world adults are either overweight, diabetic or pre-diabetic, I think we all agree that there's a massive problem, if you excuse the pun. But we're about more than just wringing our hands at this end of the problem. We're about trying to help people make very specific and easy changes that will almost from the first moment be recognized by the body, which is then able to say, hey, yeah, we're designed for this. Actually, we're designed to not necessarily eat 3 big meals a day with snacks in between. But how do we do that without going crazy with hunger, without missing the pleasure of eating or the family time? Well, that's really why we're here. And what we would like to do over the course of your involvement with the clinic is to show you that in fact there needs to be no fear around the process of eating less often, changing what we eat, and that in fact the benefits kick in very, very quickly. The human body is designed to be given what it needs and really no more, and to be active, but also to be rested and relaxed and conserving its resources when there's nothing particular to do. So as long as there's been humans, we've had periods of furious activity designed to survive or catch food or run from predators, and then we're supposed to sit around conserving our resources. Modern life today is very far removed from the conditions that have been around for most of the time that there have been humans and pre-humans, during which our physiology, our metabolism, and metabolism just means how our body works on the inside, have become more and more optimized for that life. All of a sudden, we don't have to worry about where food comes from anymore. There's always a calorie somewhere. How often in the West do we miss a single meal? And yet our bodies are designed to be able to go actually for quite long periods without eating and for irregular meals. We're simply not designed to wake up and immediately head for the breakfast cereal, or the smorgasbord, and then start planning our day in terms of morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner. We don't actually need this amount of calories. All we've got to do is look in the mirror, and that tells us that. But we're in the groove of living this way. It's what we do. We always do what we've always done because that's what comes easiest to us. We don't have to think about doing anything different. The solution actually is very simple, and that is to put other behaviors in their place and practice those. And much faster than we might realize, those become the new behaviors. And those better habits are just as hard to break once you're in them as the previous ones. So the Diabetes Clinic is all about giving people the information and the support and the reassurance and the encouragement that the changes that we're going to start putting in place are actually easy to do and will become very quickly the new normal for your body and your mind. What's been very clear, and it's important as a health professional to be okay to say this, is that actually we've been wrong for many years about, well, not just the solution to diabetes, but actually the cause and the approaches that would best work. There is no doubt that for many people it's about calories. But the process of eating is not just about taking in calories. There is an inevitable response on the inside of the body to the process of eating that no matter how healthily you eat, does to some degree produce a process called inflammation. So healing from diabetes isn't just about having you know, a low-fat diet, and how wrong it turns out we've been about that, for instance. Finally, we're able to start recommending people have, you know, less carbohydrate, less refined carbohydrate. But what we'll be doing in the diabetes clinic is going back to even, is this a food or not? You know, is this something that the human body, and particularly its insides, you know, recognizes after many, many eons of living the same way and eating these foods, or not? That's really what it all boils down to. And we would really, really be keen and excited for you to join us. You'll actually have fun, you'll learn a lot. This is far easier than you might imagine. We've seen people recover their health. If you've seen it once, you look for it again. If you've seen it twice, then you know it's possible for many people. So thank you for your time, and we look forward to you joining us.